Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of this wonderful community, and to the members, those of you that have joined the channel and become members, thank you for your support as we keep moving in a direction of non-bullshittery. Yes, yes, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to have survived many, I wouldn't say assassinations, I'll say many attempted cancellations. Yes, you can't cancel a guy that's not employed by anyone, can you? Exactly. Anyway, it is Friday. Thank Crunchy, it's Friday. My son's off to school this morning, away he went, wearing PE kit, because the school said it's a really warm day today and pupils can come wearing PE kit. So, there we go. He's closer to the sun, isn't he, because he's over 6 foot, but there we go. Yes, so I have been keeping an eye on a few YouTubers, actually, in a good way. Yeah, there's quite a few channels that I watch and I get a lot out of. I find there's a lot of YouTubers that I actually enjoy watching. I don't watch them all back to back after each other because that's just stupid. I mean, I am a busy man, but not as busy as you'd think. But yeah, it's good. And I've been keeping an eye on the news, the media, and how the people of Northern Ireland are now being portrayed to be racist, violent thugs when they're not. They are not. The problem you have in Northern Ireland is, and whether you like it or not, the United Kingdom is a decent size. People from all races and cultures and religions. But Northern Ireland people have a tolerance level. And once they go past it, they get pissed off. Now, what they have done in the past is, because they're away from London, they're pushed out to the top left and away from London, politicians in London ignore them, don't they? They ignore them. I mean, the politicians in London thought it'd be a good idea to release all the terrorists onto the street just to get rid of Northern Ireland. And that's what they did. But just remember, Northern Ireland has some of the fiercest violent people in the United Kingdom. And if you push them too far, they will snap. And that's what you're seeing right now. Politicians in London have for such a long time dumped illegal shit into the communities of Northern Ireland. You just dump them there, send your busloads across, your boats across, go there, putting pressure on councils, going, there's 100 million, just take 100 of them. Oh, okay, find somewhere. So Westminster has dumped a lot of shit on Northern Ireland for quite some time, and the people have had enough. The people don't want unchecked, violent immigrants from across the world dumped in their communities. They don't want that. They would rather protect their women, their children. They'd rather protect their communities, young girls. As the police turn a blind eye, Northern Ireland residents won't turn a blind eye. What you're seeing now is a reaction to politicians failing protests, failing to notice them when they're all marching. I mean, thousands of petitions signed by millions of people going into Westminster, and Westminster just file 13 and put them in the bin, ignoring the people. Now, I know, coming from Northern Ireland, that the only thing that makes the British government sit up and listen is violence. And that's from someone from Northern Ireland. Violence wins the day. What do the people do? Civil unrest. Now, the one thing that I am getting annoyed about is the media, the mainstream media, who are now portraying Northern Ireland as violent, racist thugs, and they're not. They're just pissed off citizens. Now, it would be great now if the Sun newspaper, if everyone in Northern Ireland turned their back on the Sun newspaper, like they did in Liverpool, called it the scum. When the Sun newspaper said that all people in Liverpool were thieves and all, which was a shocking statement to make. And now you're painting the whole country as racist thugs just because they do not want unchecked, violent men in their communities. I actually hope this spreads across the mainland and politicians have nothing to do. This constant failure of, yeah, we'll stop the boats. You haven't stopped them. You haven't stopped them. And if you go on Google and you type in anything about migrants or illegal immigrants or asylum seekers, we're being gaslit. There's nothing on there. There's not. Yeah, they get £49 a day. No, they don't. They don't. Research and people doing investigations, investigative journalists have found out that councils are buying them PlayStations and DJ lessons and driving lessons and golfing lessons. They're getting everything thrown at them. Hundreds of millions of pounds of taxpayers' money being thrown at scum, while we're being told to tighten our belt. They're going to go after taxes. Council taxes now about to go up. All this shit that's being thrown at us, and we're being told to make tough choices, while our politicians squander away our hard-earned money in bullshit taxes. This is the time of civil unrest, and it's about time that people stood up. People in Northern Ireland aren't going to take the shit anymore. And what the government have done, because they've appeased terrorism in Northern Ireland, they got rid of the Royal Ulster Constabulary and they put in the PSNI, and they are weak as shit. Have you seen the state of them trying to do riot training? They're useless. They got rid of all the old guard, the guys that stood at shields while they were being petrol bombed. I mean, I tell you now, ladies and gentlemen, and anyone out there that's a veteran and has been in Northern Ireland during riots as a soldier, you will understand. It's very, very rare that a British soldier goes sick from being hit with a brick or anything. Oh, no. I've stood there with guys and you've been bruised up your legs and you've stood there and you've just went forward into them, because men, robust men that are on a mission do not go sick with a cut or a plaster or a sore nose. No, today's police are weak and they can't do it. They just can't do it. I'm afraid they can't. What you have now in the Northern Ireland Police Service is diversity chart, box ticking. It's box ticking. Box ticking, maybe want to call it. Yeah. It used to be grown men went in and they were on the baselines of the shields and the baton gunners and the snatch squads. But now you've ticked all the boxes and you've weakened the police force. And if you didn't know this, I will explain. See, back in the 70s and the 80s, there was places in Belfast where they didn't even pay electricity bills. They didn't. No one would go into the areas. They were called no-go areas. Not paying it. They wouldn't even send the bailiffs in. They wouldn't send anyone. The police were scared to patrol certain parts of Belfast because the people just went, fuck off. This is what's happening now. I'm glad that people in Northern Ireland are standing up for themselves. I don't endorse people losing businesses and officers being injured. But what else are the people meant to do? Civil unrest is the only way to stop the government dumping shit in our communities. And that's it. Anyway, what else is happening? Well, Rachel Thieves, the Chancellor, has said that the council tax is going to go up again. I wonder why they need to keep putting taxes up. Is it the 8 million a day we're wasting on hotels? And by the way, did you know that there's over, the other day, different websites say 58,000, 16,000, 100,000. At the end of the day, the Home Office is purchasing tens of thousands of new build homes and giving them away to asylum seekers, refugees and economic migrants rent free. And we are footing the bill. Maybe that's why everyone's pissed off. Isn't it? Maybe that's why. Young families can't even afford to buy a house because of the prices these days. And people that are living in fucking Somalia haven't even arrived in the UK yet, and they'll get on the housing register quicker than a British citizen. That's the problem. Wow, I think that's enough. I think that's enough, actually. Yeah. You get the point. You now know why everyone's angry. And you know what? I had loads of comments yesterday, and I'm going to say this. King, and I will point this out, what is the point of a monarchy? What is the point of a head of state if they do not speak out to protect their citizens? They don't speak. What's the point? What's the point? And people say, I give Charles a break, he's not well. Listen, this has went on for years. You've got Prince William at the minute giving away royal land and trying to solve homelessness. How the fuck's he ever going to solve homelessness when the Home Office is giving away tens of thousands of... Why doesn't the Home Office work with Prince William and give those houses to British citizens that need them? Prince William's not stupid. Why can't he speak out? Why can't he speak out for British citizens? I read today and the King has really enjoyed Ascot and he's going to stay there every day. He likes horse racing. Grow a set of balls and speak out for your citizens. I just don't get it. Listen, I've been a royalist, I've met the Queen, I'm starting to get disillusioned with even having a royal family. Maybe a Republican would be better. Maybe it would be. A royal family. I mean, the head of the armed forces isn't even, yes, I know I'm a head of the armed forces. My name's King Charles, but I think our ships shouldn't protect the borders because I think there's heroin in a dinghy just off the coast of Hawaii. I mean, no, we aren't protecting our country. We aren't looking after our borders. We're shitting all over the people. We're giving everything away. This is the worst I've ever seen the United Kingdom. It really is. I think that's enough. Yeah. Anyway, listen, have a one.